For today's creature feature, we begin in my home. Yep, we have a skeleton in a basket, year round. Right, Bella? It's the way we do here. That's the way we do. Yes. She's like, Dad, you're scaring me. I should say our home, of course. Chris the girl, Miss Queen Halloween, also lives here. If you've tuned into her channel, this backdrop right here might look very familiar to you. This is where she begins, well, actually mostly ends her videos right here in front of this facade. Some of many pickups, Halloween pickups she has made over the past couple years, and just some of our stuff. We've got a lot of stuff. Here's the bookshelf over here. A lot of Haunted Mansion. That's all Chris the girls. I've got some stuff in here I've added. A lot of my stuff is still in storage. There's, ooh, you can't see the witches yet. It's a little too early, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. This is one of my favorite pickups so far for this Halloween season. This salt and pepper shaker. Frankenstein and his bride. But for today's creature feature, I think we'll start in this room, our other room. I've got some of my VHS in here. I still have a lot in storage. This right here on the top shelf, specifically horror classics, Dementia 13 and Night of the Living Dead. That movie right there, Night of the Living Dead, that's what really got me into horror. Like, legit. After I watched that, I was like, you know what? This Romero dude, I want to be that dude. Or at least live my life in the horror movies. And never did I think that I would actually be a part of a horror movie. Oh yeah. I'm so stoked. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. My name's Tampa J. And I love horror, as I've stated. Sometimes I say that. I think it's my accent. I say horror, and it sounds like a different word. And people have commented on it. I think it's kind of funny. But I am saying horror. H-O-R-R-O-R. I have a funny accent. I grew up between Chicago and Kentucky. Newcastle, Indiana. Greenfield, Indiana, Hancock, and Henry County, roughly. So the Ohio River Valley accent technically is, I think, is what I have. I'm not so sure, but I think my accent's a perfect example of someone growing up in between Chicago and Kentucky. I don't know why I went there. I think everyone I know, or at least grew up with, who was into movies, always dreamed in being in one. Now, I will be in a horror movie. It's not a full-length film. It's not a major motion picture. It is a short film. Halloween, Death Walks Among Us, Part 2. Directed, produced, written by Rick Danford. You can look him up on IMDb. Rick, along with my other friend Rick Stasinski, aka Rick from 13X Studios. He's always in my convention videos. Shout out to 13X Studios. My pal Rick and Rick were the ones who invited me to be a part of the sequel to this 3-part mini-series. Halloween, the classic John Carpenter, inspired by that film, of course. Got him right there on my t-shirt. This is a fan film, and I am a huge fan of Halloween, and I'm also a fan of Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees, my favorite franchise of all time. Halloween, Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, they're all neck and neck. I will say Friday is my favorite. Halloween and A Nightmare. A Nightmare used to be up there. Now I think Halloween and Friday the 13th have taken first and second place. It goes back and forth. Actually, I get this a lot. What is your favorite horror movie, Tampa J? Well, that is a loaded question and another subject matter to be talked about later. But today I'm announcing officially that I have acted, I have performed, and I will be, come this October, it will be my first on-screen debut as far as an actor. I shot this a couple months ago. Actually, I want to say, time flies, things happen. I want to say it was late May or early June. They actually are still shooting for the third part and a little bit of the second part right now here in August. And it will be edited and released in sometime in October. And I play a part that is kind of similar to what I do. A vlogger, a nerd, an investigator. And my name is actually, are you ready for this? Rick thought it would be fun to name myself in the movie, my role. My name is Chris. Yes, my fiance's name is Chris. I don't know, I didn't really ask him. I just thought, I'm assuming, maybe he thought it would be funny to name me Chris because that's my fiance's name, but I will be Chris on screen for this short film. And I just wanted to throw this out here because a lot of you guys watch, tune into the videos. I don't always have the opportunity to talk about it. I mentioned it a couple times here and there, more so at the end of a video than in the front. So I just wanted to make an announcement and help promote this video, this film, this short fan film, so you can watch it. Fair warning, it is a horror film. It will be a little graphic, and you may or may not, I have to be careful. I don't want to spoil anything. I do have some clips, some behind the scene clips that I filmed that night. I took my camera with me that I can share, but I have to be very careful because I don't want to spoil this film. But I will share some things. I will enter some clips. We can talk about it a little further, but what I will do is once the movie has been released and out for a little bit, I have some behind the scenes to my scene. I vlogged basically everything happened to me that night, so I will gladly, I can't wait. I wish I could share those with you right now. I just don't want to spoil it. I have footage of my first ever time on a set, and I had a great time. As far as my performance, I think I did okay. I really practiced. I did my homework. I Googled like anyone else would do, how to be a good actor, things I should do. I do have a little bit of training. I did try out, okay, I've never mentioned this before. I did try out for some commercials one time when I was right out of high school. I won basically an acting school scholarship, and I went on it for a little bit, tried out for some commercials. To be honest, I was into other things. I was in a band at the time, so it was easy to get discouraged after not getting your first role. I think I did well, but that was, geez, that's coming on 20 years ago. That was my last experience as acting. I did work on a short film one time as a script supervisor, basically just making sure people read their lines okay, making sure the set was cool for continuity, stuff like that. So this will be my second IMD credit, and I think technically it's a SAG project, so I'm a SAG actor? I don't know how that works. You might have to do a few. I know there's a big strike going on right now, so I don't know if I should say that, I don't know. But I did sign something, so I wanna say I wanna give a shout out to Rick Danford for allowing me to be a part of this, and all of the people, the actors I met that night on set. Once the movie is released, I will share it. It is on YouTube, and if you want to see the first one right now, I will put a link to the first one, actually the website where you can watch the first one, down there in the comment. I will pin a link to that comment. So I had a great time, guys, and I just wanted to share this all with you. I am so grateful for the opportunities that this channel, this platform has given me. And with performing this first role, I was at a convention, Spookala, a couple months ago, and I was approached by Rick again, and another person wants to use me in their film. So I already have another gig, and I am so grateful, and it looks promising, it looks fun. Another short horror film. So I wanted to make this announcement with you all today, and here we go. I'm gonna show you some of that night, because I have to be, again, I have to be very careful of what I show you in these clips because I don't want to spoil anything, but I will save the footage, and once the movie has been out, I will do a behind the scenes, and I think you will really appreciate the things I show you after you watch the film if you enjoy it. I hope you do. I hope you enjoy my performance is what I'm trying to say. But thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate you always chiming in to my videos, whether it be a convention, a creature feature, haunted house, roadside attractions, filming locations, theme parks. I never want to put this channel inside a box, and it never will be. I always show the things I love to do and want to do, and that's just what comes out. So this channel would not be the same without you guys, and I always want to exhaust that, beat the dead horse, as they say, by saying thank you, and thank you for always watching. And if it's your first time here, wow, what a video to click on. Subscribe below. I am not an actor. It is not my expertise. I would love to be one. I always wanted to be one when I was a kid. I wanted to make movies, which I stated so many times over the past few years as I'm filming these videos. When I was a kid, I would go to the movies and just dream about you know, making one or being in one. As you can see behind me, a lot of these tapes were my first movies. Some of these, especially over here in this corner, are the first time I ever saw many of these movies right here. I watched them on those very tapes right behind me. All right, my name is Chris. I am going on a investigation. There has been murders at Camp Crystal Lake. Yes, I almost forgot. There's a Friday the 13th twist here. Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. I hope you enjoy this footage. Again, I will comment at the end of this footage, and I will tell you what you missed, because I'm going to cut a lot of this out because I don't want to spoil anything. But here you go. It was a weeknight. Actually, it was a Friday night. Actually, it was the Friday night before Spookala. It's all coming back to me. A convention in Ocala. I had to go there the next day. Chris and I went, and I was headed up there, actually down there to Waimama, just south of Riverview, a suburb of Tampa Bay. Actually, it was very rural. The set was Camp Crystal Lake. That's where I was going. All right, hope you enjoy it. Much ahead. Okay, so I believe this is the driveway back to Camp Crystal Lake. If you've been following the news, there's been murders. Someone's been going around chopping people up. Hey, when I started this channel, I told you guys we're gonna do some crazy stuff. This is happening in our own backyard here in Haddonfield, and I think we can go out and do a little investigation, see if we can come up with anything ourselves, maybe find some clues. Who knows, maybe see the killer. I don't know, yeah. We're being crazy. Welcome to the channel. So as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm getting into my role. I am Chris, I am an investigator. I pulled over on the side of the road, the little park down there, and I pretended this was me doing two things at once. It was me vlogging the experience, and it was me getting into my role. I'm a method actor, I like to think, so. Hi everyone, I am Chris, and welcome back to the channel once again. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to tell you. They did not let me wear my hat. And there's a reason for that, a reason, oh gosh. A reason I can't tell you now. Back to the footage. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the last video. We helped Barbara over there in Haddonfield find her dog. And thanks to Tim Richards down there in the comment section for giving us the big tip. They saw little Sparky out walking amongst the alleyways of the back streets of Haddonfield, and they ultimately were the ones who saved little Sparky. And thank you so much. I just document what's going on, but sometimes the true heroes are you guys. So thank you so much. And thank you, Tim, for always watching. Tonight, we are doing an investigation. If you've been paying attention to the news, there are some weird happenings going on out here. Not right here, but a couple miles behind me down the trail at Camp Crystal Lake. Camp Blood. Who remembers the legend of Jason Voorhees? Spooky, right? And so happens to be So many weird happenings going down at Camp Crystal Lake, and I'm out here tonight to get to the bottom of it. There have been 3 murders between here and Haddonfield, and so much stuff is happening, and I thought we'd come out and take a look and perhaps see where some of these weird happenings went down. Do a little investigation for ourselves, and of course, I'm gonna record it and bring you all with me. So without further ado, we're gonna head down the trail over here to head to Camp Crystal Lake. The sun is setting, it's about to get dark, but I brought a flashlight and I'm bringing you guys, so hopefully we come up with something and we don't run into the killer. And if we do, I'm just gonna run. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Let's head down the trail, guys. Let's go. That's me, that's Chris, going on an investigation to Camp Crystal Lake, AKA Tampa J, showing up to his first film shoot, which was in this awesome house. The set looked like Camp Crystal Lake. I have to hand it to him. And I've made it on set. This is cool. It's a cabin, and also there's a shed. Definitely getting Camp Crystal Lake vibes. Also, I'm here to investigate some murders. My name is Chris. There it is, welcome to Camp Crystal Lake sign. No Camp Crystal Lake is complete without the sign. I've seen the original myself, I got photos of it. And the Jason mask in the film was of course designed by our friend at 13X Studios, our boy Rick. Look at this. Got so many of Rick's masks at home. And here's the screen used mask. Michael Myers mask. Looks like the original one, doesn't it? I like that they added like the blood drip on the eye and a bullet hole over there. Halloween. Death walks among us. Now they're simultaneously filming the second film and third film. They started filming a few weeks back. I think this is the third. Is this the 4th week of filming, Rick?
Yeah, give or take.
Fourth week of filming. Just asked director Rick Danford. That's the blood?
Yeah, there's guts in there too.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's
Back correctly.
That looks good.
what is it?
Is it corn syrup?
Cake mix, corn syrup, or Karo syrup,
Yeah, Carol syrup,
cake mix, cookie
biscuits.
dough, biscuit
dough, yeah.
That's. You guys wanna be in my video? I'm just making a weird kind of vlog. You want to introduce yourselves?
I am Wendy Feliciano. I'm the SFX artist for Halloween Death Walks Among Us, and this is my blood bag.
And I'm Kevin Kedgley. I actually play Michael Myers in this movie, and I'm Wendy's special effects makeup assistant.
All right, and I met you two at Spookalla last year, the horror convention up in Ocala. And I've been looking forward to getting, well, I don't want to give too much away. I don't know when I'm going to put this out, but you can kind of piece it together. And the cast and the crew are enjoying a spaghetti dinner. Also got some salad, some garlic bread. They're feeding us well here. They began filming outside. Check out the blue light. I call those the carpenter lights. Halloween lights. They're actually filming a scene right outside the door there. She's posted up there to make sure the actor does not get in the door. They're filming right there. We got Jason. Yeah. Loving it. Very CJ Graham looking too. With the green shirt and those yellow gloves. Okay. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but it's good to meet you again, Jason. Okay, take a screenshot, it'll last longer. There we go, we got a photo. This is a tall Jason. Got the camera rig there. We got some Sony action going. Like it.
Hello, Michael.
The shape has entered the set. Look at that.
Hello, darling. You look so cute today.
That's amazing. Rick Danford, writer and producer. The man.
Like, let me go outside and check on that.
Michael and Jason.
Do you want that, like, clean out, or do you want add this here for some texture? The metal. Yeah. Can I get a selfie with you? Okay.
I hope this makes the final cut. That better make the final cut. Alright, they're switching the camera on for this scene. They're gonna shoot down through that thing into there. The scene's being filmed right over there. It's almost time for my scene. Everyone's gathering around. I'm ready to film a scene right now.
Taking a picture of everybody taking a picture.
Just capturing.
Go closer.
Got me.
Oh, here we go.
Dude,
Oh, wait, I gotta do a selfie like a reverse.
The new stuff. Yeah. Dude, I'm freaking out, dude.
Okay, it's about 11 o'clock at night. They are just now filming the first scene back there. My scene will be up next, one of my scenes, and then the second scene, which not filming in chronological order, the second scene will be after. So I have 2 scenes. It's about 11 o'clock. It's gonna be a late night out here, down here in Camp Crystal Lake. I'm having a good time. This is my first experience like this, and I'm very happy. I love Friday the 13th, I love Halloween, I love movies since I was a kid, and I always wanted to be a part of something like this. So being a part of a short fan film that is being taken seriously, this is a cool set, is a big deal to me. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my experience. Okay. Oh man, I want to show so much right now. I have so much saved. I don't want to name too many names because I don't know if they want me to say them or not, but they will all be credited when this movie drops, and they will be a part of the Halloween Death Walks Among Us cast and crew. They will all be credited. But this was my experience. Everyone was so nice. I really understand why actors get addicted to the set. The environment, it was fun. Everyone was having a good time. It was a little stressful. Some things happened that night that didn't go according to plan, but it all smoothed out in the end. I was very tired. I got home at like 4 in the morning, got up at like 7, and went and filmed a video the next day. Drove all the way up to Ocala. But overall, I would do it again because I had that much fun. Shout out to Rick Danford and everyone I met on the set that night. Brilliant people. I had such a great time. They had food set out for us. It went into the wee hours of the morning. I showed up at like, I think it was about 7 o'clock. We talked, we had food, we waited for it to get dark so we could film the scenes. And I learned this fast. This is how it works on a movie set, is things don't always go according to the plan. They have to reshoot, and by next thing I know, it's 2:30 in the morning and it's time to shoot my scene. And we did. And Mom, if you're watching, or anyone that loves me, or I don't want to give too much away. I just want to say, fair warning, my scene is pretty graphic. That's all I'm going to say. And but it's all pretend, so that's all I'm going to say. Only because I know there's a lot of people that might watch, and I want to be frank. It is a horror movie. It is a graphic short film. So just want to set all of that out there before you click on that video, and it will drop, and I will promote it on my social media. This is a good time to shout that out too. Tampa J on Instagram, Tampa J on Facebook, and also Twitter. Every time I upload a video, I'm always sharing some behind the scenes, sharing the links on those platforms. It's also a good way to keep track of my latest uploads in case you don't get the notification. So check those out. I will plaster all of that stuff when the movie comes out, when it's released. I'm sure they will have some sort of a premiere, and I don't know, my haunt season is underway. I'm going to be so busy in October. I'm hoping I'm in town for that. It may be at a horror convention, who knows, but I will obviously share all that. There might be a premiere. I am speechless, guys. Thank you so much. I can't say that enough. I am the most happy-go-lucky guy, living my best life now. I have an amazing fiance. I have a YouTube channel, and I have you guys. So without a doubt, I am just like the most humble person right now. So, and I'm shocked because the reason I'm saying that is because I've said this so many times. I am surprised that people click on these videos. I am so shocked because I started this channel for fun, and the fact that you guys click, interact, comment, you know, come back around, it just blows my mind. And I'm so thankful because I do this for fun. And geez, the amount of opportunities, the friends, the places this camera right here has taken me is just, I'm so grateful. And I feel like I've only just begun. You know, we're always so busy making videos, and family comes first to me. I always make sure I spend time with my family, go out of my way. And, you know, with all that happening, it's just a blur sometimes. And that makes me feel like we've only just begun, and we truly only have. So I want to do this till the day I die, and I can't imagine not doing it without you guys. So again, extremely appreciative of you guys. I always say, know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter what you're going through, there's always much ahead. And there truly is. If you put your mind to it, anything is possible. I think that's a Back to the Future quote. George McFly.
For like 30 seconds.
Alright guys, Halloween Death Walks Among Us Part 2. Michael goes to Camp Crystal Lake. I hope you enjoy it. When it drops, I will let you know. And also a Part 3 will follow very shortly. This is a 3-part fan film series. I don't want to say too much. There is some stuff out there though. If you want to go check out their Facebook, Halloween Death Walks Among Us. Also, they have a YouTube channel. You can watch the video on YouTube, which I'll put a link to all that again in the description below. Also, I will pin a comment to the website below. My first on-screen debut. Tampa J, his first horror film. I don't know why I'm speaking in third person, but that's what happened. Thanks for watching, everyone. If it was your first time here, if this was your first creature feature you clicked on, subscribe below, come on back. And really appreciate, again, can't say it enough, thanks for always being here. Shout out to you all. I say shout out a lot. That means I love you guys. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, there's always much ahead for you, my friend. It's not just a saying, it's a way of life. Put one foot in front of the other and keep on trucking. Positivity, that's how we change the world. I believe that in my heart and in my soul, and that's why I will always say, there's much ahead. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye-bye and happy Halloween. More announcements and videos ahead. For today's creature feature, I thank you guys. Halloween. It's a Blockbuster exclusive, which I bought at Spookala. Yep. Can't wait for that one. Love horror conventions. Spookala and Spooky Empire. The 2 biggest ones in Florida. Always look forward to going those. See you guys there. Maybe I'll see you all there. Alright, I'm gonna ramble. I'm gonna ramble a lot.